Hello everyone, welcome back to Anime Background Junkie. This time I'm going to show you how to paint super simple clouds. As you can see here, I'm starting to mount the table by soaking it first with water. Place a TMK poster paper over. I bought this in Amazon Japan. You can check out the link below. Although you can buy TMK poster paper in Amazon US, don't be surprised when you see the price rates. I'll leave it up to you comparing the costs from these two online stores. As you can see, I am soaking the paper front and back. You can see horizontal, vertically, I brush with water. Now at the back, I flip them over. I make sure that the water is properly distributed on the paper. Okay, let the water settle for a while. So now that I have a mix light blue color mixed with white, I'm already applying it below the paper. This will be the horizon. On the top, I'm already applying the light blue color. This is mixed with cerulean blue. All right. You don't need to worry about the color perfectly flat. Right after these, we'll use the Japanese brush size 25B, 25 centimeters B, using this brush to brush off while it is still wet. That creates that perfectly soft surface. Just do this passing of brush horizontally and vertically. As you do this without pressure, notice that the color eventually settles in. Note that I'm using a dry brush. Don't even try dipping this brush in the water, or else it will scrape the whole color, eventually turning into wash paint watercolor, and we don't want that. Now I'm using a Japanese bamboo brush. I'll use a white poster color this time for the clouds. I'm now preparing the white. Whenever I create clouds, I always have this imaginary Z line like these prior to applying the white. In that way, it played an important key in creating a perspective patterns of clouds. Notice that the blue sky is still fairly wet, perfectly the right time to apply the white, and creates that almost realistic cloud edges with the help of these 8 centimeter brush size on my right. No need to put too much pressure. Be sure that only the soft tip of the 8B brush size works. Note that the brush that I'm using on my right is totally dry. My aim here actually is to create that alto cumulus cloud formation. As I mentioned before, the Z formation is the main key in creating a perspective patterns. can see there that I'm carefully applying the white color. The paper, the blue, the cerulean light blue is still wet, and as you can see on the top right, it's starting to dry it up. So I have to be a bit fast in applying these, or else once it's dry, I cannot get that feathery edges. So it's still okay. Carefully applying those as long as the paper is still wet. Okay, because this is already in the horizon, you can see that I'm slowly making my application smaller compare on the top right, starting to merge with the horizon. Okay. So I mix the white color with a little bit of light blue because it's already near to the horizon. Just added a bit of a shadings there, just a little bit, just small application. Okay. So you can see that I'm already applying the horizon clouds. Usually in the horizon you can see groups of clouds forming, not constant like the altocumulus on the top. Okay, so I'm almost done with this. Just a little bit of small details there. Okay, you can see that it's a light blue already that I'm applying. It's a little bit of contrast there, so that it will show that we've added a little bit of details there, a little bit of small touch-up details, and there you have it. Super simple clouds. Right. Okay. Now, as a bonus, I'm going to show you another one. So this time, it's still the same procedure like what I did before. I've soaked the table with water. I put the TMK poster paper, soak it front and back like before. Make sure it's well distributed, well saturated, front and back. Like so. Okay, now that the water is settled, we are ready to apply the light blue color. So you can see that I'm mixing the color there. So I apply it first light blue color on top. You can see that the color is heavy on water. That's okay. And then below it, I apply the white poster color. As it sticks with the light blue, I have to mix them both together, so that later on when I scrub them with the dry brush, you can see that perfectly flat effects. Okay, this soft application there of the dry brush. If you want to know about this brush that I'm using, you can check out the description below. Sometimes whenever you do this, you will encounter some small dust on your artwork like that. You can see those things. So I'm trying to remove that, but then I just remember, oh yeah, I'm going to apply the cloud, so that's fine. Make sure that it's I'm satisfied with the flat application on it. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm using a wet brush. I'm using a wet brush. Doesn't have any white color there. I'm removing the light blue color. It's like sipping out the color. You can see every time I dip it in the water, wash it off, and then dried it a little bit using a small towel. Okay. This is another way to make clouds. Another simple way. If you want to save that white color, you want to save the white poster color there. Yeah. Okay. I always dried it up using a towel, small towel, or any cotton towel will do. Now I'm applying the white color. Right? Okay. Like so. Later on we will apply the shadings on it. Because if you will observe in references photos, you will observe clouds like these in photos that there is a little bit of grayish with kind of like mixed with violet, grayish mixed with violet. You can mix that very light and then apply it as a shade under the clouds. Okay, I'm adding details here and there. I'm working on the horizon. Now I'm mixing the color that I'm going to use for the shade. This is a black color mixed with white together with cobalt violet. Like so. There. Okay. Not too much. Yes, applied sparingly. Okay. Okay, there you go. Just applied a little bit, not too much. Okay, since this is in the foreground already, since this is in the foreground, make sure that it's a bit wide, and then I'm using a medium brush to create that feathery edges. Same here. Right. Using this will make the shades and the white clouds mix together. A little bit of detail there. Right. And there you have it. Super simple anime background clouds. Okay, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Always you can leave your comments. And thank you for watching. See you next time.